Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, just a quick little update. My life has been very hectic. I am not going to stop uploading tarot reading videos on this channel. However, I do not have a very set schedule. I have a new job, so I've been very busy with balancing having a work life and having time to relax for myself. So today I felt very called to do a tarot reading video because I haven't posted in a while, and I told myself I was going to try to post at least once or twice a week. I'm still working on it. Hopefully sometime next year I will be able to have a better balanced set schedule for myself in order to get these videos out there and out for y'all today. So today I am doing, what transformation are you currently undergoing right now? Okay, so I have 3 tarot decks right here in front of me. Here is pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3, okay? So pile number 1 is the Secret Tarot deck, pile number 2 is the Rider Tarot deck, and pile number 3 is the Modern Witch Tarot deck. Oh, I also forgot to mention I'm no longer using my headphones to record videos, and that's because my dongle broke, the little iPhone jack piece. So there's that. So if you hear background noises, I do apologize. I'm recording this late at night. And yeah, so pile 1 is the Secret Tarot deck, pile 2 is the Rider Tarot deck, and pile 3 is the Modern Witch Tarot deck. Like always, timestamps will be in the description down below. And let's get started, okay? So pile number 1, if you chose the Secret Tarot deck, this is your tarot reading, okay? So what transition are you currently undergoing? Okay. So here we have the 6 of Wands, okay? The Ace of Swords, the Magician, the Chariot, the Empress reversed, the 5 of Cups reversed. Here we have stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. And here we have very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now, and it is reversed. And I never read these reversed, so. Okay, so pile 1, what transformation are you currently undergoing? So, right off the bat, I feel like you have been trying to, pile number 1, I feel like you've been trying to manifest a lot of different things that you want out of your life, whether that be money, abundance, better friendships, better connections. For some of you, because we do have stay optimistic about your love life, I feel like this also plays a part in to do with your love life as whole in general. Right now we are currently undergoing a transition where we are about to start coming into the age of Aquarius, which I don't know very much about astrology, but I do know that is a very big deal, because if I remember correctly, and I'm probably wrong, I believe the last time that humanity went into the age of Aquarius in astrology was around the time of Jesus Christ, which I'm not gonna go into all that because, you know, I don't judge or whatever, but I'm not a religious person. So right off the bat, I feel like I feel, okay, so this is a very weird reference I'm going to try and make, but I'm probably gonna make it wrong. So you know how like when you play poker, right, and you get like aces, you have like an ace card, like your trumpet card. I feel like this is what's happening in your life. You are getting blessings on top of blessings on top of blessings. And I feel like you right now are in a state of confusion because there is a disconnect here with your, I want to say with your emotions, because the Empress typically tends to represent divine feminine energy, which you don't have to be the divine feminine. Personally for me, I believe that we both carry divine masculine and divine feminine energies, and Oh, I apologize if you're wondering what this is right here. It's my pendulum that I have hanging up, and it's just, I just noticed it was in the way in the camera. So, sorry, I get sidetracked. So, personally, I believe that we carry divine masculine and divine feminine energies, and often at times we can switch between the two. So, like I said, there is a disconnect here with your divine feminine side, which I feel like it has to do with facing setbacks in your life. And I have to mention this. I feel like you're kind of scared to take. It feels like you're scared to take this leap of faith. So, for example, let's just say if you have a job that doesn't pay that well, or you're just not happy there because it's shitty and the pay is shitty, you're scared to, for example, to take the leap, try and find a better job. For others of you, I feel like this is dealing with the connection. Take what resonates, leave out what doesn't, because only you know your whole situation, and you will know what best fits you and what best resonates with you. And I feel like the reason why there's such a huge disconnect with your divine feminine side is I feel like they're, especially here with the Chariot, because this is the card of Cancer. This is Cancer energy, and I feel like you're ignoring your emotional wants and needs. It kind of feels like here that you're so focused on material wealth and aspects, which is not really a bad thing, but I feel like the main message here for you is that Spirit's like, look, you are becoming very abundant, but don't focus on that so much. Typically, when we have a job, when we start making money, we're like, ooh, yes, payday, I can't wait to go and treat myself, or you know, you have bills to pay, and holiday times are coming around us, so maybe you want to go and get gifts for your friends and all that. And I feel like Spirit is saying, yes, you are in a well-suited position, but don't take don't take things so personally. And I'm sorry, I'll laugh there because I take everything personally, so I'm pretty sure some of y'all can relate out there. And I feel like what transformation you're currently undergoing is that you're stepping into a very powerful position. It's like, I feel like King of Wands type of energy, which I don't know if the card will actually pop up itself. I just feel the energy. And the King of Wands is typically typically represents divine masculine energy who is very set on the things that they want in their life. They're very passionate about the things that they want. It's a lot of fiery energy. You might be a Cancer. For others out there, you could also be an air sign, because I do feel air energy, which is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. You don't have to be. You might have that somewhere in your chart. You know, like I said, take what resonates, leave out what doesn't. But I feel like here with the Passion card, it says here, allow your heart to sing with joy. And then this depiction of an angel. And then for those of you that do believe in angelic guides, you know, whatever you believe in, I don't judge, I don't care. We have freedom of religion for a reason. I feel like if you've been asking for a sign from your angelic guides, they're saying, especially Archangel Gabriel, because every time I look at this card, I think of Archangel Gabriel. And I forget what he's helpful for, but you can call upon him to help you in your time of needs. But I feel like for those of you that have angelic guides, that believe in angelic guides, your angels are essentially saying, allow your soul to be more passionate, allow love to come into your life more. Because I do feel like there is such a huge disconnect here with being it feels like it's like being vulnerable, and whether that be towards for some of you, because I do feel like there's bits and pieces, like for some of y'all this is more typically about a love situation that you're asking for. For others, I feel like this is more career and finance based. For others of you out there, this could be a combination of all three. Oh, so I got confused for a minute because I don't know if I did count 3 of them. Or maybe I said 2. I don't know. I'm gonna continue. But anyway, what Spirit is saying here is that don't allow yourself to put yourself into a position where you are constantly feeling as though you are suffering from setbacks. When setbacks happen in our life, it is often a blessing in disguise. And this is another thing I like to remind too, whenever you do have the Tower moment come up in your card, which I don't really feel the Tower's energy, but I feel the need to talk about it. typically when you pull the tower in your tarot spread, or you get it in a tarot reading, it typically means that the foundations that have been layered no longer, no longer suit you, and that those foundations need to crumble so that you can rebuild something bigger. For others of you out there, I feel like you've been holding on to something that it kind of feels like it is dead, or it's like at a dead end, and I don't know, I can't really describe why I feel this. I feel like it's for a very specific message for some of you out there. Like I said, just take what resonates, leave out what doesn't, period. And oh, sorry, that's my dog. And I feel like these setbacks that are happening in your life, for some of you, I feel like this is money related. For others of you, I feel like this has to do with the connection that isn't exactly going your way. You need to let go of certain things in order to better allow space to come into your life. The way how the universe and the law of attraction works is that when you are ready for things, they'll start giving you bits and pieces of it. Let's say, for example, if you were craving a certain time or connection with somebody else, and you're like, oh, I wish they would just like text me, and then the next day you get a text message from them. That is the universe, the spirit's way of saying, we believe you are ready for this. We're going to give you bits and pieces to test you to see if you are ready for it. Because generally in life is all about tests. If I'm being honest, when you wake up, if you are like younger, you go to school. That was essentially a test. Keeping your grades up, being tested on the stuff that they were teaching you, is to better help you and help you get a better understanding of the world around you. Or if you have work, you were constantly being tested with. For some of you, I feel like you're gonna understand what I'm talking about, but rude customers, rude employees, horrible bosses was just an example. You're gonna be tested in every type of way and form. And I feel like with transformation that you're undergoing, is that you're being tested to see if you can handle this amount of abundance. Because I feel like you're kind of confused in a moment, because it feels like you're at a crossroads right now. I don't want to say it's not a thing where you don't know what you want, but it's more of a feeling where you don't know which path to take. And because we have both shadows here, darkness and light, black and white, those are typically shadows. I guess you could say they are colors, but technically white and black are considered shadows. So I feel like this is saying that Spirit is saying that you have a choice to make, and whether that is to release whatever is making you feel like you need to disconnect from your emotions, whether that be in a relationship, or maybe you're just scared to get close to somebody. I feel like the transformation that you're undergoing is that you are becoming very abundant, but Spirit is also testing you to see that if you can handle being abundant and being it feels like being vulnerable. It feels like you have like this layer of shell around you and you don't want to open it up for anybody, which I mean that's fine too. We have free will for a reason, but there's a huge disconnect here with your feminine aspects towards yourself, and Spirit is saying, if you want to be more abundant, because I feel like this right here is a blockage and everything else is good so far. And I feel like Spirit is saying that if you want to be more abundant in your life, trust in yourself more. Trust in yourself more. Trust that you are capable of all the things that you are asking for. Believe that you are capable of all the things that you are asking from the universe. That is a huge step of manifestation. If you believe that you are not worthy of something, more than likely, the way how law of attraction and the universe works is that if you keep constantly tell yourself, oh, I'm not good enough for this person, I'm not good enough for this job, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that, and the universe is going to be like, yeah, you're right. Because essentially, what I believe personally is that we are the masters of our own universe. We can attract and manifest and become and do and be anything and anyone we want out here in the world. And I feel like Spirit is saying that, yeah, you can continue to go down this path where you were just so focused on abundance. And I feel like for some of you, it kind of feels like you're worried about reputation, what other people think about you, because we have the Six of Wands right here, but if you look right here, you have these people in the background that are like, why is that person doing that? For others of you out there, I feel like this right here is very representative of you. Like, it feels like it's going back and forth over your head. For some of you, I feel like you're very worried about your reputation and where you stand in your life. Maybe you have a job, or maybe you're worried about your reputation and how other people perceive you to be, which for me is another big blockage, because I really don't care what people think about me. That's just how I am. And I feel like with this disconnect, you need to try not to take things so personally, and that is very hard to do. But also understand that whatever is lost to you will find its way back to you in some way. Typically, the Five of Cups up front, I know this is reverse, but I want to talk about it up front because I feel the need to. Typically, when the Five of Cups is up front, it's like you feel like, it says right here, like, money losses, all is not lost. If you look behind, you may have something to salvage. This is a card of regret, of sadness, of not turning the other cheek to see that you may have lost 3 cups, but you still have something to look forward to. And because this is reversed, you still have a lot to look forward to. Don't focus so much on the L's. Focus a lot more on the wins that you have yet to. Oh, sorry, I think my dog is cleaning himself. Yup, he is. Anyway, so just ignore that in the background. But I feel like you need to take, like, this is one of those things that I like to say for myself, that I don't ever face a loss because I'm gonna turn that L into a 7. You can make fun of me, it's okay, I like to make fun of myself too. Okay, so let's see, is there anything else here? Also, I feel like this is very specific for somebody. I don't know why, but I get the feeling that you need to be careful of a Pisces. And I don't know if that's sun, moon, or rising, or if you have someone around you. Cause I don't know, it feels like that there's somebody out there that spirit is like, you should avoid this person. I feel like they have dark hair. Okay, that was a very specific message for somebody out there. It's not gonna resonate for all of you. So here with the rest of the oracle cards, here we have express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Finances and career, financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Right here. Here we have reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Engagement, your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together, calling in your soulmate. So I feel like, because this is such a huge mix of things, from career to love to opportunities, because I did notice this Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck right here, so something is very slowly coming in. Something is slowly making their way towards you. And for a lot of you out there, because I do feel like I like to refer to the cards at the bottom of the deck as the overall energies. I feel like because this is a transformation that you're undergoing, for some of you that know about the twin flame connection and that are on the twin flame path and journey, because I feel like we need to speak about it because we have the devil here, is that if you're in a twin flame connection, if you can work on yourself, your shadow aspects, the parts of yourself that you don't like, then you will always be able to find a way towards your twin. You two will always find your way to come back towards each other. And I feel like here with the Knight of Pentacles, along with the Page of Pentacles, is that not only are you getting lots of money, and then if you are able to work on being more vulnerable and listening more to your divine feminine aspects of yourself, that not only will you have a nice bank account, period, but you will also have somebody here that's going to be coming in. For some of you, I feel like this person is very slowly coming in, and I feel like that has to do, especially here with the devil, because of their own toxicities and insecurities that they themselves are working on, which they also feel deeply connected to you in this weird way. I feel like it confuses this person for a lot of you out there. So for those of you out there, the person could be a Gemini, a Libra, or Aquarius, because we have the King of Swords right here, or they could also be a fire sign, which is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, because we have the Knight of Wands right here. So when this person comes forward, there's going to be a lot of back and forth. Also, this is I don't want to say a warning, but a message for some of you out there. Do not try to fill somebody's cup up with your own empty cup. Give to yourself first, okay, period. Especially if you aren't coming from a place of self-love. It is very, I don't want to say infuriating, but it can be quite toxic, which we all have toxic tendencies. It is what it is. So I feel like not only are you getting an abundance of money, and if you have been struggling, whether that be financially, emotionally, in your life, I do feel like you are going to be getting this helping hand, because there's something here about, let me come help you, let me heal, let me come heal this with you. And yeah, and I feel like this transformation is really going to cause you to look forward more, deeper and towards yourself, to get the things that you want out of life. The Ace of Cups doesn't typically always mean like love. To me, I feel like this is more of a helping hand. It's more of a show of gestures. And I do feel like you have, once again, a windfall of money. You have a lot of pentacles in this in your spread pile one. Like, not only do you have the Ace of Pentacles here, the Page of Pentacles here, and the Knight of Pentacles here, but there's something here about all these cards that I just showed you about the hand and giving abundance, joy, commitment, which I do feel like you do have someone around you that is wanting to kickstart something, but I feel like they're still in this Knight of Wands energy, or maybe this is you that's in this Knight of Wands energy where you need to be a little bit more passionate about the things that you want out of your life. So essentially, the transformation that you're undergoing is that you are becoming extremely abundant. Congratulations. You have a lot of money coming your way. I can feel it, I can see it. And not on top of just having money, you also have somebody coming forward. But just make sure that you are coming from a true place of authenticality. And another thing, make sure this is actually something that you want to. Like, think very hard if this is this person that's coming through in your reading, if this is somebody that you actually want in your life. So I want to say, if you could work on, sorry, I just booked again. If you can work on not taking things personally, not looking back on all the mistakes and regrets, especially if you keep looking forward in the past, like I said earlier, you need to allow things to grow. You need to let go of things that are already dead. Allow things to grow into your life. You cannot grow from dead things. You cannot allow dead things in your heart, around you, in your space. You cannot allow dead things to stay dead. You need to chop it off and let it go. For some of you, I feel like this has to do with issues from the past. Maybe you're afraid to be vulnerable here, but don't be afraid, especially with this person coming through this, because this person, I feel like they adore you. They feel very confused about this connection. Especially if you haven't talked in a little bit too. I feel like they feel very confused. But I do know one thing is for sure, that this person adores you and they want to help uplift you. Whether that means that, I want to say whether that means they want to go half and half on things, you know, maybe they want to, for some of you, I do feel like this person kind of wants to like get an apartment and get a house together, which is a big step, especially if you aren't in a relationship. But I don't know why I just felt that energy come through. But yeah, alright, pile one. If you enjoyed this tarot reading, leave a like, comment, maybe even subscribe, as it lets me know that you enjoy these videos. And I will see y'all in the next video. I'm sending love and positive light your way. Bye, pile one. Alright, pile two. Let's go. Let me just move all of this stuff out of the way. So if you chose pile 2, the Rider Tarot deck, this is your tarot reading. So here we have the Three of Wands, the Ace of Wands, the Hangman, the Eight of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, and here we have a weird one. We have the Eight of Wands, but it's not up front or reversed. It is dead set in the middle, and I will explain why it's like that in a bit. So Spirit, give me 3 cards. Yeah, here we have pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Give me 2 more cards in overall energy. Spirit, please. Give me 2 more cards. I feel like this one. Yep, let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. And then give me 1 more card and then overall energy. Spirit, please. I want to say, I feel like you're waiting. You're essentially waiting for something. Yeah, here we have express your love. Go ahead and make your romantic gesture. So, what is the transformation that you are currently undergoing? For a lot of you out there, I feel like you're stuck in some type of situation where it essentially feels like you need to take a step back and to reevaluate your assets. Because I feel like here, especially with the let go of control issues, it feels like you're trying to push for something here which you weren't exactly ready for. And Spirit is saying, yes, you will be ready for this. We will give this to you, but right now is not the time. We want you to, essentially they want you to work more on yourself. Especially here with the 8 of Pentacles coming in through extremely strongly. Because I feel like you've been in this, it feels like a deadlock state. I'm being honest, I do feel some, I do feel a little bit of twin flame energy coming through. So I want to say, for those of you that are on the path, if you don't know anything of what I'm talking about, just ignore this part. But for those that are on the twin flame journey and path, essentially I feel like you're in a deadlock space with your twin. It's like you set out these ships and now you're just playing the waiting game. Because it feels like you know exactly what you want and you know exactly how you can get it. But it feels like Spirit is saying here that there is still some issues that you need to work on. Especially here with pay attention to the red flags. With the pay attention to the red flags, it can not only just be for your person, it could also be for you too as well. Because I'm being honest, we all have toxicities, we all have things that we don't really want to deal with, that we know we need to deal with. I feel like the transformation that you're undergoing is that you need to heal some wounds. I'm getting an image of you, I kind of want to say it's kind of in a battlefield, and there's like holes all around your chest. For me, this is representative of betrayals, of heartbreak, of past trauma and past relationships and past friendships. And I did mention that the 8 of Wands is like this because I feel like you're expecting communication, but it's like you're expecting to have some type of, I want to say direct communication. It's kind of like you want this person to just lay it all out on the table for you, which is why you're sort of in this, okay, I'm gonna do my own little thing and just sit back for a moment. It's kind of like you're like sitting outside this person's house in a tree looking through their windows with binoculars. That's essentially what it feels like. So the transformation that you're undergoing is that you need to do some deep healing and cleansing. For some of you out there, I feel like you have some egotistical issues, which I don't mean to call it, well, this is just what I feel and what I see and what I think. And there's nothing wrong with being a bit egotistical. It's just when you come from a place of ego, is not really the best type of thing for you. Because if you allow your ego to get into the way of things, which I feel like is a huge blockage for you, which is ego, because it's like I don't mean to call you guys out, but it feels like you kind of want this person to do all the heavy lifting for you, which if you want to be in a relationship is not a thing where you want them to give 80 and you give 20. No, you need to be 50-50, which I'm being honest, not all days it's going to be 50-50. But I do feel like here that you are so deadlocked on a certain specific outcome or situation to the point where it feels like it is a major blockage, because you keep expecting things to go out a certain way, and then it doesn't happen that way, and then essentially you pull back, and it feels like you get your emotions or your feelings hurt or riled up. For some of you out there, it's more than likely both. But I feel like you're so deadlocked on a certain situation and outcome, which is why Spirit is saying, stop. We get that you want this. This is something that you can definitely have, but you aren't ready for it yet. Which I feel like some of you out there are like, I'm tired of hearing about this. Because it is okay for those of you that are on the twin flame journey, which is what I'm on too. I'm getting tired of hearing, I'm not ready yet. I understand. But essentially, this transformation is teaching you that if you can come out of your ego and accept that some things are outside of the grasp, your capabilities, I'm pretty sure you understand what I'm trying to say. I can't English, my words are all over the place. I feel like here that you could definitely build something deeply wonderful and amazing with this person that you are deeply and highly thinking of. It's just that that your transition is knowing that you need to come out of your ego and accept that. For some of you, maybe you're wishing for your person to change a bit, to love you in the ways that you want to be loved instead of need to be loved, which essentially you cannot. I mean, you kind of can, but you cannot teach somebody how to love you right off the bat. They have to learn. It's kind of like a process of trial and error, right? You can only try so much. Okay, so now let's get into the overall energies. Here we have the Seven of, I had to look for a minute, Seven of Pentacles, the World, the Three of Cups, the Seven of Cups, the Ace of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles. And for your oracle cards here, we have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost self to each other, your bond deepens. Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Yeah, I'm gonna draw this one too. And here we have wedding. The situation involves marriage. Free yourself. It is time to take back control of your life. Heart-to-heart conversation. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. And here we have deception. Someone is wearing a self-false mask in this relationship. So essentially, with transformation that you are undergoing, I feel like you have layers to yourself that a whole lot of people don't really see. And I don't want to say it's exactly a thing where you're wearing a mask, but it's kind of like an alter ego. I feel like Gemini vibes, which you don't have to be a Gemini, but it's just what I think. So I want to say that the reason why you feel so hell-bent on a certain situation or outcome is because you kind of put all your eggs in one basket. I feel like you have multiple suitors, and you are so deadlocked on one of these being essentially the one is what I'm feeling. But the problem here is that because that I feel like you're very wish-washy, which means it's like some days you want this person, other days you won't. Some days you're like, I want to go for somebody new, so you try to manifest that, and then it feels like you are continuously in a circle. It feels, like I said, I did feel a lot of stagnation. I do feel like you are stuck because you know what you want, but at the same time you don't know if what you want is best for you. Essentially, what his spirit is trying to say here is that you can work something out beautifully with this person. If you don't have a person around you, you were trying to manifest somebody that can be like that. For others of you out there, I feel like you are so set on things being a certain way, being a certain I feel very strategic. Very strategic. That's what I feel. Very, very strategic type of thing. And I feel here that you are allowing your codependencies, whether you realize it or not, you're allowing your codependencies to get in the way of the things that you want, which is a huge block in your transformation. Because essentially your transformation here is that, yes, you are worthy of this love. You just need to let go of control issues, of codependencies, recognizing your toxicities and your person's toxicities or other people's toxicities, because we all have toxicities. We all have trauma that we all need to deal with that most people, if I'm being honest, haven't properly learned how to deal with or dealt with themselves. And I feel like you're just living life with this mask on. Like, you need to free yourself and free your energy. Because you really do need to have, not only need to have a heart-to-heart conversation with this person to get some of these built up feelings off your chest, but you also need to have an open and honest conversation with yourself. Is this person what I want? Is this where I want it to go? Is this what I think is best for me? Those are the questions that you need to ask yourself. Because yes, you can just go ahead and make the romantic gesture right now, but if you are continuously coming from a place of being egotistical, of allowing your toxicities and your codependencies to get into the way, then all of this right here is going to fall flat on its face, and you're going to be exactly where you essentially are right now. And I feel like here with the Seven of Cups, it's just this continuous round and round and round type of thing. For some of you out there, I feel, if I'm being honest, I feel like you need to get off those dating apps. Which, I mean, there's nothing wrong with getting dating apps, but you essentially are getting attention from people that are helping you fuel your ego. And it feels like here that because you are so hell-bent on a certain thing, a certain way happening, like I said, very strategic type of things that are happening in your life, and you're so hell-bent on holding on so closely and tightly to all of this, is that it's not allowing any room to grow. You're not allowing things to essentially grow. You're not allowing things to let go of control. You're not allowing situations to unfold naturally, which is what you need to do. You need to allow these things to happen naturally. If this person is truly meant for you, they will always find their way back towards you. If this person truly is meant to be in your life, then they will prove it to you themselves. Which you do not have to force things. Because, like I said, I did feel twin flame energies from this, and I feel like you are so hell-bent on being, like, I'm trying to think what's the word, because it's stagnation, but it's also, like, deadlock. I want to say a better suited word, it's like chained. I feel like you're chained down. You don't know how to free yourself out of this situation. You don't know how to become essentially better. And I feel like what Spirit is trying to say here is that I feel like you need to take a very step back and do a lot of contemplation and thinking and realizing your own toxic and codependent behaviors, because I do feel like there is something very beautiful that can come out of here, because there is whatever person you have in your mind, especially here with the Ace of Wands. This is a new emotional beginning that you are waiting for. But what Spirit is trying to say is that you are not ready for it yet, because you have yet to look deeper and towards yourself. You cannot, and I'm sorry if this is mean, but you cannot expect a relationship with this person if you cannot learn to love yourself and learn to work on yourself. And if you're saying, I don't know how to work on myself, then maybe it is time to take a look back into the past, which I wanted to pull this card out here because, like I said, it's in the middle, which you can get some message from this person, but right now I feel like it is stuck. It is hell-bent because of your blockages, and it could also be a thing where you're I don't feel like this you're doing this on purpose. I feel like this is something that you're doing subconsciously, where you are projecting these fears and insecurities onto these other people, or maybe you're doing this to your friend groups or your friends, where you're projecting your negative emotions onto them, so you yourselves don't actually have to deal with it. And I feel like you just feel frustrated. It's like, I know I can have this, so why can't I have this? And the reason why Spirit is saying you're not ready for it yet is because you aren't putting the time and effort to work on yourself. If you can work on yourself, recognize your fears, your insecurities, your toxicities, which, keep in mind, this is a transformation, so this will probably take I don't want to say like a while, but it might take a while because, you know, healing is extremely messy. There is no right or wrong way to heal. What I'm trying to say is that even if you don't want to heal, it's going to take a while if you choose to heal. And even if you don't choose to heal, then all of these things will pop up later in your life. You cannot expect to wake up one morning and be completely fine. No, you will always have these feelings of self-doubt, of loneliness, of fear of commitment, which I'm feeling for some of you out there. And the spirit is trying to say that you need to free yourself. Take control back of your life. Be honest with yourself. Have an open conversation with yourself. Stop wearing the false mask in your friends, in your friendships, relationships, your friend groups. Because you are able to manifest. And you are capable of all the things that you want out of your life. I feel like for some of you out there, maybe you're stalking your person out there on social media and you see them like celebrating and you're like, why can't I just be more like them? The spirit is saying you can if you can learn to work on yourself first. And there's nothing wrong with learning to be vulnerable, which it's okay to be vulnerable. You just have to know deep in your heart and your soul who it is okay to be vulnerable around. Because I do feel like you do have people out there in the world that truly do love you, but you don't feel like it's a bother. Don't feel like you're a bother to your friends and to your family and to the people that you love, because you aren't. You aren't, okay? Like, look at me. You are not a bother, period, okay? Because you were able to have all of this in your life. It's just right now, you need to focus more on yourself and bring some of that energy towards yourself. If you want to have this cup of love, you first have to give it to yourself, because you cannot expect to be in a relationship where your person will constantly fill you up. You have to first fill yourself up so then you can fill each other up, essentially, okay? Now, I didn't mean to call you out, but this is just what I feel and what I think, and with all these cards and the energy right here, like, it had to be said. So I'm sorry if I hurt or offended you. Some of you out there, it is okay. I get caught out on tarot readings all the time. But pile 2, this was your tarot reading. I hope that you liked it. If it was helpful to you, leave a like, comment, maybe even subscribe, as it lets me know that you enjoy my videos and the content that I make. I'm sending love and positive light your way. I am wishing you the best of luck in your transformation. You are able to do this. You are capable of this. I believe in you. Good luck. Woo. All right, now pile number 3, the Modern Witch Tarot deck. So if you chose pile number 3, this is your tarot reading. So what transformation are you currently undergoing right now? Here we have the Page of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, Strength, the Hierophant, and the Sun. Alright, Spirit. Oh, it gave me 4. Came flying out. So here we have reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. And I don't mean to laugh, but this card came up in last pile of this too. So here we have past life relationship. You have known each other before. Here we have healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents, which I want to talk about that, but I will a little bit. And here we have divine timing as I work in your love life. Worth waiting for. Love worth waiting for. So essentially what is happening is that your transformation is that you were being guided to someone. Hold on, let me take a sip of water. Essentially what is happening in your transformation is that you are being guided to somebody that will, it feels like they will open up. It's either one of 2 different things. It's either this is going to be very career based, or this is very love based, or maybe it could be a combination of the 2. Take what resonates, leave out what doesn't, because only you know what your truth of the situation. And if you know what it is for you, you will know that it'll feel like it'll resonate. So I feel like here that you are being divinely guided towards this person here that'll be able to help unlock a whole lot of things in your life. I feel like, wow, all these possibilities I didn't know were sorry, I just burped. All these possibilities I didn't know that were able to happen, and it's because of this person, that spirit, whatever you believe in, the universe as a whole. That this person is helping you learn things. They're helping you to unlock a whole lot of doors. I want to say, because I feel like this, it's either one of two different things. It's either this is just about to happen, or it already happened, or this is something that's going to happen in the near future. But either way, expect someone from your past to return. And for those of you out there, if this isn't someone that you haven't met before, then this is just someone that you have already met in the past lifetime, if you do believe in reincarnations. So essentially, your transformation has to deal with vulnerability and knowing that you are capable. I feel like for a lot of you out there, you tend to highly doubt yourself and what you truly are capable of. I feel like here with the Six of Pentacles is that it feels like your whole life you've had to beg for the things that you want from the universe, from spirit. And the universe is essentially, I feel like what the universe is trying to say is that now it is time to be in a position of receiving rather than giving. Because I do feel like you are rather power number 3. I want to call y'all my givers. You give, and all people do is take. Which essentially, because I feel like of past relationship trauma and maybe family issues, because we do have healing family issues right here, is that you are essentially afraid of vulnerability. You don't want to be vulnerable. You don't want to let someone come in and basically shake things up in your life, which to me I feel like is why you often doubt yourself and your capabilities and what you truly are capable of. Because yes, you are being guided towards somebody and you will be victorious in all this, because you have the Sun card right here. This is very good energy that I'm feeling right here, because I do feel like you're ready for something big to happen. We are currently, and I failed to mention this in pile number 2, but for pile number 3, I think I did mention it at the beginning of the video, or I mentioned it in pile 1. Don't remember. I'll do my best to basically explain. And so essentially what I feel and what I think and what I believe and what I see here with the tarot cards and the energy that I feel radiating off here is that we are, as a collective, as humanity as a whole, is that we are currently about to transition into the age of Aquarius. And I feel like a lot of unexpected things are going to happen in 2021, which is coming up pretty soon. It's like, today's the 14th, I believe, when I'm recording this, because it's my day off, so the 14th, yeah, essentially, we have, like, I want to say, basically 2 weeks, kind of 2 weeks left of December, and then we're hitting January again, and it's going to be crazy. So I feel like essentially here is that you're being guided towards someone that's going to uplift you and fulfill you, and your transformation is to, it's like your transformation right here is to don't put yourself in a position where you're being so defensive to the point where you essentially lose this, because I want to say that you absolutely positively can lose this if you choose to be so defensive to the point where you can't be vulnerable, because there's nothing wrong with being vulnerable. You just have to learn to be vulnerable towards the right people. Now, because we have healing family issues, which is what I wanted to talk about now, is that essentially it says here that your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Now, I do not know what your family situation is like, but I'm just going to keep this out here for the general whole theme of this tarot reading, is that everybody has their own issues and trauma that they have either dealt with or never dealt with. And essentially, if they never dealt with it, essentially carried down through, because I feel like it carried down through the generations and the lineage. I essentially feel like here that you are breaking a lot of family values, which don't really suit your best suited needs. And it feels like here like you are this child, and here you have your parents, which they are holding like Oh no, I thought they were holding something. I thought that looked like a rose right there, but I did feel an image of a rose being presented to someone. Maybe there's a specific message out there for somebody, but I feel like your ancestors here are watching. They're watching you, and you're like, this is the right move. We want you to break these family generations of trauma. I feel like for a lot of you out there, the reason why you were set on this earth was to help uplift other people, your lineage, your family tree. Because I feel like you tend to turn away from your family, and I don't know if this is because of the trauma that they've essentially given to you. But one thing I do want to say, because I don't want to dig too deep into this, and I want to go ahead and get into the overall energies, because like I said, I don't know your whole family life or your background. This is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave out what doesn't. And I feel like essentially what is happening here, and what I have to mention, is that forgiveness is something that you don't have to do. When you forgive somebody, it's not for their benefit. You forgive somebody for your own benefit. So whether you choose to forgive your parents or not, or your family, is completely up to you. Because at the end of the day, only you know how you feel about the situation. For others of you out there, I feel like there's going to be something with your family coming along, which is part of your transformation. Because I do feel like family is deeply tied and rooted into this. And this is another thing I want to mention. Don't allow your family to control your love life and who you choose to date. As a very specific message for somebody out there, but do not feel pressured by your family to have to go for somebody that's going to make them happy. No, love does not work like that. You date somebody that'll help uplift you and bring you happiness, and not only bring you happiness, but you both make each other happy, which is the main focal point of a relationship. But like I said earlier, I feel like this person is coming in because you both are being divinely guided towards each other. And there is going to be this happiness and contentment, fulfillment feeling that's going to be coming into your life. Because I feel like right now, you have a lot of locked doors. It's like, I'm getting an image of you stepping into a room, and you just see nothing but, like, locked doors all around you. And you're like, I have no place to go. What path do I choose? I can't even open the door. I can't even go to a direct path. And Spirit is saying, yes, there is a path for you. You just have to trust and believe. Believe in yourself and your capabilities. And this is something that I have to mention, because I feel like you might have family members that tend to step all over you. Don't let them step all over you. Speak up for yourself, even if it is really hard. Okay? Because there's this... Alright, I'm going to get into the overall energy. So here we have Temperance, 5 of Cups reversed, 5 of Wands reversed, the 4 of Wands, the 5 of Pentacles, the Tower, there. The Queen of Pentacles reversed, the Hermit, the Wheel of Fortune, the King of Cups, the 10 of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, and 9 of Cups reversed. Here we have Flirt, extend your lighthearted energy to others, Separation, time apart from your partner is on the horizon, which I don't feel like that's necessarily true. It might be true for some of you out there, but I'll explain in a minute. Yep, unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. A retreat. It is time to disconnect from the world. I'm sorry, I'm laughing. Because I'm getting confirmations for what I was feeling, so that's always good. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Release your ex. The time has come for you to clean your energy. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. You deserve love. You are lovable. Trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. And true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. So I feel like with separation here and where was it in retreat, is that it is time for you to disconnect from people, places, and things that are no longer serving you. Okay, there's a whole lot of love and content that is coming your way. You just have to believe and know deep in your heart that it is coming for you, and that it'll come when the time is right. You know, I feel like here, this person that's coming through, it could be a water sign, because we have the King of Cups here, which is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This person sees a happy, living relationship with you here with the Ten of Cups. This person is determined, and I say determined to uplift you and give you the things in your life that you've never truly gotten before. It's like you deserve this. And here with the Nine of Cups reversed, this is a wish fulfillment that is essentially is already set in stone. This is already happening. I feel like here with Temperance, the Five of Cups reversed, and the Five of Wands reversed, especially with Five of Pentacles, and the Tower being beneath all of this, is like this is essentially you allowing, and I am so sorry. This is essentially you allowing other people's opinions, the past pain, regrets, mistakes. Essentially, I feel like you haven't really dealt with any of this yet. It kind of feels like a thing where you push it all to the side and you're like, I'll deal with all this another day. And Spirit is what essentially the Spirit is saying. It's like, you need to deal with this now, because if you don't, this person, like I said, because you were being divinely guided to this person, then we're just going to set you on a different path away from this person. Because it feels like here that you essentially allow other people's negative opinions and emotions and energy. I feel like for some of you might be energetically being attacked spiritually, which is like negative energy and vibes just coming all around you. So protect your space. Don't allow other people's opinions to define who you are, because other people's words, especially if you have people around you that are like extremely angry, jealous, toxic family members or friends, essentially all those things that people say about you, they aren't a reflection of who you truly are. That is a reflection of who they are. And I feel like you're taking this really, really personally. It's like you don't it's like you don't want to deal with any of this, which is completely understandable. I feel like there's going to be a situation happening here with the Tower moment, the Tower card coming up in your Spirit, where your foundations are going to be shooken, essentially. And I feel like the reason why this is happening, because this is part of your transformation. Like I said earlier, I feel like this is going to be very, very career/loved focused, which I'm not wrong. For others of you out there, this could also be dealing with toxic family members and a toxic workplace and a work environment, which if you are in a situation where you hate coming into work every day, then maybe you need to essentially take a leap of faith and try and find a better job that'll uplift you instead of bring you down. I cannot tell you, I've had right now I've had 3 different jobs, and I still have one job right now that I absolutely like going into. But the past 2 jobs that I've had, I hated going in there. It was a toxic work environment, and it just wasn't good for me emotionally and spiritually. Like I literally had dreams where, I want to say it was my spiritual guides, where I had this one dream over the summer because I was working at a fast food restaurant. Essentially, my dad came into my room and he was like, I know you're not happy working at Wendy's, and I just want you to be happy. And that really stuck with me, because yeah, I was making money and I was getting paid, but I wasn't happy. It wasn't uplifting me. It was draining my soul. And the reason why I'm mentioning that dream to you guys is because I feel like you will understand what I'm saying. If you are in a toxic work environment that is not good for you, it is time to take a leap of faith and essentially find another better job. Especially if these people say mean, hurtful things to you. Like I said, those mean, hurtful things that they say to you, that is not a reflection of who you are. It is a reflection of who they are and why they're not happy with who they are. And I feel like here, with the Queen of Pentacles being reversed, this is I'm saying that word wrong. This is essentially you not being in your higher self, and it is not because that you are essentially not dealing with your toxicities. I feel like this is essentially just you not coming from a very good place. I feel like you're not in a very good place emotionally, and I feel like it is time to swipe the slate clean. When you start working on your issues and dealing with things that have happened to you, that's when things will sort of kick roll for you. So what is your transformation? Your transformation is knowing that you are capable of all the things that you want out of your life, okay? I feel like here with the Temperance, there's going to be a lot of balance in your life that you need to do, balance work and play. I feel like here with the Four of Wands coming here is that I feel like is this person right here watching you from afar, essentially wanting to make their move, but I feel like because of where you are right now, you essentially need to deal with this here first before this can come in. And I generally do feel like that you are going to be able to get through this. I feel like for some of you, you're going to be doing your research, whether that is moving out, trying to find a better job, maybe moving cities, maybe a change of scenery, can essentially help you out. But there is a big change coming here with the Wheel of Fortune. And also, you could be an earth sign, which is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You don't have to be. You might have those placements somewhere. But essentially, what your transformation is that knowing that whatever happens in your life happens for a reason. But to know that just because something happens to you does not mean it's necessarily right. So if you have toxic family members, co-workers, or friends that are essentially putting you down, you don't need to be around them because they don't suit your higher good. Essentially, I don't want to say this is you ignoring your higher self. This is essentially you not having the strength to look at yourself in the mirror. I feel like you walk past the mirror and you just, it feels like for some of you out there, you kind of hate part of yourselves, which essentially is generally is not okay. I feel like for some of you out there, you might, in order to clear some of this, especially if you have family issues, you might need to go to therapy to try to essentially work this out. You don't have to if you don't want to. Maybe it'll probably be better if you could talk to somebody, like one of your closest friends, to just essentially get all this stuff off your chest, because I do feel it energetically here in my chest that there's such a heavy load on you, and I feel like it is breaking your back and it's breaking your spirit and your soul, and you aren't supposed to be in this energy. You're supposed to be up front, like the boss ass queen. You are, period. I don't care if you're a man or a woman, you are a boss ass bitch, okay? And essentially, I feel like what Spirit is saying here is that your transformation is knowing that you are capable of all the things that you want out of life, that you do have what it takes to get yourself out of all this negative, toxic energy and also protect your space. Because not everybody has your best interest at heart, okay? Not everybody is going to essentially love you or like you for who you are, and that is okay too. If you have toxic people in your life, you don't need them. Bye. The way how the universe works is that they will give you things that you need at the right time. You just need to trust and have faith in the divine timing. And I wanted to mention this, where'd it go? Oh, here it is. It's right in front of me. Divine timing is at work. And it's not just in your love life, it is in your life at all times, okay? I want you guys to essentially, which I don't know if you're into witchy stuff, but you can essentially do a ritual, or I like to call it affirmation. Look at yourself in the mirror and find just one thing, just one little thing that you like about yourself. And if you can find one thing that you like about yourself by looking at yourself in the mirror, it will essentially help you feel better and help uplift your spirit and your soul. For me, it was always looking at myself in the mirror. I used to look at myself in the mirror and be like, God, I'm so ugly. I don't like the way how I look today. I look like shit. And I would stop and I would smile at myself, and I'd be like, I might look like shit, but I have a really pretty smile. And from there, it's like a stepping stone on learning how to work on yourself. Because, and I feel the need to mention this again, that other people's negative reviews, opinions, the things that they say about you is not a reflection of who you are. It is a reflection of who they are. Don't take any bullshit from anybody, not even family, especially not even family. Because we as human beings, we are all toxic, but learning our toxicities and learning to better ourselves makes us a better person than ignoring our toxicities. And I want you guys to please don't put yourself down. You guys are beautiful and amazing. You guys really are, okay? I'm sending love and positive light your way, okay, guys? So that was your reading pile 3. If you feel called to, leave a like, comment, maybe even subscribe, as it lets me know that you enjoy the videos and the content that I make, okay? And I'm saying this once again, I'm sending love and positive light your way. Bye, guys. I'll see you next tarot reading video. Peace.